Hello everybody, this is Paul Perna. Check this out. I'm going to show you right now how easy it is to use our brand new technology, Artistly, to really take your business to the next level. In this training, I'm going to show you exactly not only how you can create beautiful images with just a bunch of text, but also how you can do something nobody else can ever do. I'm going to show you some really cool ways that no other application in the market can do. So Artistly is almost like 8 tools in one. So here you go. I put some text prompt and then it can create this beautiful image, high quality, right out of the box, meaning you don't have to do any kind of extra work or extra mumbo jumbo stuff. There you go. It's all full HD quality and you can quickly download this. You can preview it and there's some other cool things you can do. You can basically add it to our community design so then other folks can also utilize this to recreate something similar to this. You can use the community designs for bringing in other stuff. You can also, for example, change this into a sticker like what I'm showing you right now. So basically you can go in, change the sticker right out of the gate. Now check this out. This is really, really cool. The sticker can be changed also to different styles. So for example, here's an example of an image of a person, like in this case a woman, in a cafe, right? And there you go, beautiful high quality high definition design, right? But it'll take it to another level here. You can change it into 2D or 3D style in just one click. Okay, you can make some tweaks if you want. You can add some positive prompts, negative prompts, all that stuff we've already done for you behind the scenes, but it also gives you that customization elements if you want to do that. There we go. Change it into 2D and 3D design style as well. Let's do it maybe into a comic or even a sticker style, right? So let me just do that in the comic style right now, and then I'll show you how that result will come. And it only takes about 15 to 30 seconds or so to generate your image, sometimes faster, sometimes slower, depending on the style of the image and all the other good stuff. It's the fastest in the industry, right? Now check this out. This is a sticker style, beautiful, right? Looks right out of the box, amazing, right? And this is what makes Artistly so powerful. Nothing like this is out there because you can change the styles. And by the way, all these styles we're adding more and more in our roadmap. So here's an example of another one, which is a comic style. So the previous one was a sticker style. If you want more of them, you're adding them in. We have 300 that we have behind the scenes. We'll add more of them based on your feedback. Now, the next one I want to show you is our AI background remover and also replacer. So that means you see this little bunny doctor that I have here. You want to change the background. You can just do in one click, right? You can upload an image or you can use our own designs, right? And then let's just do desert in a sunny day and it will change the background of it basically based upon what you just wrote in the prompt. So there we go. So not only does it remove the background, it also basically changes the background based on what you want the background to be just by text. Isn't that cool? And you can make some changes to it if you desire. Now, the other cool thing is we have also the AI image upscaler technology. Right now, what this will do is basically you can take any image and then it can upscale that image as well. So basically what that means in other words is that you can just take any image from our personal designs and all this other stuff and then click on the upscale of the design and it will upscale it even more. This is especially useful also where, for instance, if you have a little bit of a lower quality image, maybe a 512 pixel or whatever, and you want to upscale it, keeping some of the detail and not losing that detail, you can do that too. Let me show you an example of a dragon so you understand, because there's a lot of detailing. Look at those eyes there, right? Look at that wings and everything's so beautiful, so high definition, right? This is what you can do. Now, the other cool thing with this one, before I jump to the AI image stylizer, is we've been noticing from a lot of users recently where they're uploading some older images of theirs, right? So for example, like an old photograph and stuff like that. So what we are doing is basically we are creating this new feature right now. By the time you probably even use the application, you'll see it'll be a little checkbox underneath the actual image upscaler where you can optimize it only for faces, right? Only for people, any video or any image in this case, particularly because Artistly is an image generation application, any image will actually be upscaled, okay? So for example, here's one where the older photo, right, of this little lady here, lovely lady here. So she basically has the photo all jumbled up and mess. Now you look at that, how it upscaled it and removed a lot of that blurriness and all that, right? So this is another feature because we had so many people requesting this feature, we're adding that in. Maybe by the time you watch this video, it's already in there, a little checkbox to optimize it for humans or human faces, for example, right? So this is the thing, we're taking all the feedback from the community and the users and we're making it better and better. That's the beauty of being able to not only use this application every single day and also being able to improve it every single day, because I use this every single day myself. Now, let's go back to the image AI image stylizer. This is another feature where you can upload any photo and you can stylize that photo, like adding snow. Like look at this example here. In the left, you have the original image. It's like a minivan. On the right, you have snow added in because make it a marble statue with snow added in, for example, right? And then there we go. We added snow around the tires. We have the snow around different areas of this video, as you can see here. And let me just say I want to change this into a beautiful summer day vibes or something like that, right? Check this out. Generate design. Beautiful summer day design, right? So it's gonna take some time, and then there we go. We generated it and it changed it completely into a nice, beautiful summer day stylistic element, that sort of thing, right? And then you can add rain and clouds to it. There we go. It added rain and clouds here. So this can artistically change the entire image, not just the background, but even the style of the entire image itself. Right? Super powerful if you think about it, right? Adds a lot of element nuances to your images, and it's beautiful how it works out. Now, the next thing is a lot of times I see this, right? Well, I'm not a prompt genius. I don't even know what to write the text, right? Text meaning the prompt or the text that I type in to give instructions for the AI to generate the image. I'm not a creative person. How do I do that? That's where we added a design to prompt option and a feature here, where if you saw a cool image somewhere, or you saw a community create a cool image, or let's say you saw something else and you have in your computer, you want to recreate something similar to that, you can use that design to prompt feature, where what it's going to do is it's basically going to take a photo and then it's going to give you the exact prompt that it is utilizing. So in this case, this is as you can see here, some cereal, right? And I posted it here and it gave me the prompt of that, a bowl of cereal with blueberries and cereal chips falling in, and it's a stylistic image. I just copied and pasted, or you can even have a redesign option right below it, and there we go. We got that image generated with blueberries and with the cereal and all that. Now, there's no milk pouring in here, right? Because the original image had milk. So what we could do is we can just put bracket, bracket, milk pouring in into the bowl, bracket, bracket. So this little strategy, this little trick, right? That bracket, bracket trick, what it does is basically it will allow the milk to effectively show up in that image. You see that? The milk shows up in that image, just like what I showed you here. That's the beauty here. Now let's go to another stage, another level here. AI in painting, okay? This is another amazing technology that's not even really done properly in other applications of this real caliber, right? Not only the images are high quality here. Now what this will do is it will, let's say for example, I have this chandelier here. I can select the chandelier and I can change the style of that chandelier completely in just by selecting the style of that chandelier, right? Check this out. I selected it, right? I masked it. And then now I'm just going to say modern future, if you will, futuristic style or modern future style chandelier, right? With a lot of light or whatever. And I click on the in-paint design option. There we go. We generated a brand new chandelier, keeping the image instructions intact. You see that? It kept all the lighting, the color theme, all the other stuff intact, and it changed the old one into the new style. Isn't that amazing? And then we'll go a step further. We have the AI prompt enhancer or extender, if you would like to call it. What we'll do is you just type in modern living room and automatically it's going to extend this prompt. So that means you don't have to be some genius writing a bunch of really, really complicated prompts, right? So you just put in modern living room and then look at that. It gave me a really, really beautiful, very detailed prompt, and I can make some changes to it, and now I can push it and I'll get good quality images every single time. Now, why this is so powerful is that we've actually tweaked this technology just yesterday actually to make it even better, where what we're doing now is that if you say modern living room on in Italy or something, or modern living room in France, it will actually specifically go in and add that stylistic elements of what's famous in those areas or that locations, and actually generate you the prompt. So now you just have to copy and paste, or even right below that there's an option to regenerate or redesign based on this prompt. So literally you don't have to sit there typing all these prompts or all these negative prompt, positive prompts. It's too overwhelming. It just simplifies this process completely for you. No need for you to do anything extra. No need for you to do any extra mumbo jumbo stuff. Isn't that exciting? Super exciting, right? So that's the beauty here. Check this out. Look at that. And we also have community designs and also personal designs. Community designs is where people have shared their designs, whether it's good, bad, whatever. What you can do with these is basically you can change those designs effectively to the way you desire. So that means, for example, you liked something, then you can bring that image in. So in this case, for example, I like this, let's say, for example, this warrior image. I can get that image to be a similar style image to that, exactly that style. Isn't that amazing? Super, super powerful, right? You can get some ideas. So this community designs is where we've had close to 20,000 images created in just about a day when we went live, and every single day there's several tens of thousands being generated. And that means effectively this community portal we created for you so that you always have, and we have a search function as well where you can search for them and you can figure out, okay, I want this style of image. Did somebody else create a very good image that I can kind of reuse what prompts they used? Not create the exact image, but something similar with similar stylistic elements, similar to like that cereal image I showed you, right? If they have blueberries, you will have blueberries. If they had cereal, you'll have cereal. If they have, let's say, for example, a ceramic bowl, or they will have it. If they have a background, you will have it, right? So that's the beauty here. So that way you can kind of simplify your process unlike anything else out there, right? Now, people always ask me about practicality, right? So let me show you an example here, right? So this is for a shoe. This is an e-commerce element here, right? Let me just show you this particular example here. You see this right here. I started off and I changed the background of the shoe by actually adding in the shoe store with a blur background or bokeh, right? So what that means is effectively, if it's unlike a boring e-commerce image, right? You see on Amazon or whatever, can actually take an image and then automatically using that background removal tool, you can actually change, right? There you go, the background of it. Now here's another cool thing that I did. I can even change the actual, if you think about it, I can actual color of the shoe as well. Watch this. So here's what I did. So this was the modern brown designer shoe, right? So let's just open this one up. You'll see this is the shoe. Then what I did is I just went into this feature, okay? I went into the AI stylizer feature. Remember I showed you that where that bunny I changed, or that in that case, that van, right? We changed that modern van into like the sunny day or that snow. You can even use that to change colors. So here's an example. I did make the shoe black color, bracket, meaning stress that part. Then it made the exact same shoe into black. Right? See this? This was the brown, this was the black. If you want to make it like a little bit designer style, I've also done this way, where I didn't stress it to be a black colored shoe. It had a little bit of hue here, right? So you can do that. You can instruct the color change of that shoe as well, just by in the AI stylizer, you go in and you instruct that right out of the gate. Isn't that cool? Isn't that amazing? This is what you can do with the basically the AI stylizer feature right out of the gate. Here's another example with the AI stylizer. So you take one image, let's say this was generated with the AI, right? So we generated this image right here. We can change the styles as well of it, right? Say for example, in this case, I changed it into another style like you see here. You see this image a little bit slightly different. Then we can make it even into like this, right? Slightly different style. This is comic style as you can see here. So one image can be changed into different styles as well. Isn't that powerful? Gives you so many ideas here, right? Like on how we can basically get one image to be changed into multiple different styles. Like here's another example with a train here, like a gentleman walking. I can change the styles of this as well, like a comic style or into, let's say, for example, 2D. And we have a ton of other styles in the background. We have a roadmap where you can vote what you want, what kind of styles you want, right? So based on that, let's say if 100 people want one style, we'll actually integrate that in. So you just click one button, like a 2D, 3D, photorealistic or whatever. You click that one button and it's going to become a style for you. Isn't that cool? So, and there we go. This is, remember I showed you add snow and stuff like that? There we go. This is how it can add snow. You see this? I can have the snow appear everywhere as a part of this home. Similarly, I can also have the same snow appear only a little bit of this home. You see this difference here? A little bit only, not the whole home. Here it's fully snow, right? You can dictate that based on how much you want to stress. You put bracket snow, then it'll be a lot more force. It's going to be a lot more. If you don't have those brackets around it, no, you have some nifty tricks like that. I have step-by-step training on this. So, and also I'm doing a lot of workshops as well. I'll get to that in just a second, where you can do all these cool things with just one click. That's it. So much fun. Now, a technology like this is very expensive. The type of servers that we use, we don't skimp on them. They cost $25 an hour or more because these are very high-end, what they like to call NVIDIA H100 or A100 high-end GPUs. They call about $25 an hour on Amazon, Google Cloud. And I say this, people are like, oh yeah, sure, that's really the case. And when we talk about a lifetime deal or like no monthly fees and all that kind of stuff, one thing you have to understand is who's backing the infrastructure, right? You have what's the reputation of that person. I've been in this business for 15 years. I'm not going anywhere, right? So you have to understand we've gotten the best enterprise-grade technologies behind the scenes, Google, Amazon, and all these other technologies. We're spending upwards of $50,000 a month right now on our servers and these high-end GPU servers and stuff, machine learning servers, and you're going to get the same infrastructure, Again, I'm doing that because I want to give back to you as my birthday week special. Nobody else will ever do this for you. I want to do this for you right now as my special birthday only gift to you. And if you see the market, just for upscaling of an image alone, people charge credits. Use an example, an Upscale Media or some company like that, where if you wanted to do pay as you go here, as you can see, it's 33 cents for every upscaling you do. And we don't charge you anything extra or something, any credits or something for the upscale. That's just one feature within Artistly. Isn't that crazy? You can get Artistly for 14-day free trial right now at Artistly.ai/go. That's my special gift only for our special customers. And after that, after the trial, there's only 2 payments of $69 or $138 in total. You can cancel it anytime. So in other words, think of it this way. You get in today, get 14 days to test drive the whole thing. So you get an all-inclusive test drive account, all the features included, no limits in terms of what feature you cannot use, any of that mumbo jumbo stuff. And then after 14 days, you get one payment of $69, and then 30 days later, right? Meaning 45 days from today, roughly, you're going to be charged another $69, a total of $138, and that's it. No more payments, no more monthly fees, no more yearly fees, no more additional credits to buy, none of that shenanigans. All of that included. And by the way, this is only limited as a birthday week special that I'm doing to celebrate my birthday with you. I've never done a birthday special. This is the first time I'm ever doing it, so I want to give the best ever birthday deal that I can ever do for you folks, right? And so you can get it at Artistly.ai/go, or click on the button below, right below this basically this video that you're watching, and you can jump in right now and get it at Artistly.ai/go, or that button below. Now, I just want to make sure you understand, you also get a 30-day no question and money back guarantee. So even after that 14-day trial, you still have about a 16 days or whatever to cancel it and get every single penny back. No questions asked. So that means 29 days from today, you can still get every single penny back. No questions asked. Isn't that awesome? Plus, you get advanced step-by-step training workshops as a bonus. This is where every basically few days, I'm going to do some live streams. And if I have to need 3 of them, I'll do 3. If I do 2, if I do 4, how many ever, based on people's requests and what topics to cover. Some of them might be in the form of tutorials, some of them will be live streams. What I'm going to do is the advanced training workshops that could be focused on print on demand, logos. You can use this technology for so many use cases. YouTube thumbnails, we'll cover that in our training. Social media posts, cover that in the training. We'll also do ads, right? Facebook ads and stuff like that. You know, normally what happens, right? People charge $10 to $25 for one image generation and stuff. Here, we're going to go a step further than that. And what we're actually going to do for you, okay, what we're going to do for you is that we're going to basically not have you just do for $10 or $25. We're going to actually allow you to go a step further than that. So instead of charging, let's say, for example, $10 for an image, you will now be able to create a logo and charge $500 for a client. You'll be able to create YouTube thumbnails and get paid $500 to $1,000 a month or more for that same image, same amount of time, because now an influencer or YouTube content creator would pay you a lot more money for it, because it's a simple job, yes, but it's a specific job, right? Social media marketing, you can create these for social media marketing for clients. They'll happily pay you for that as well. Isn't that awesome? So it'll give you a lot of really, really cool ways that will allow you to really monetize and generate revenue. It's not about just creating cool images. See, that's the thing. My goal is not for you to just say, okay, I finished this image, I'm successful, awesome. No. What did I get out of it? Did I generate revenue? Could I sell this to clients? Could I use it really for commercial projects and stuff and get results from it? That's the basic idea. That will be the goal of these training workshops, okay? And another question I always get is, how does the copyright work? So basically, all these images are AI generated images. They are basically, once they come into the community designs tab, they become public domain. Thereby, it can be used for commercial projects as well by default. And there's still a lot of big companies out there are still trying to create a legal framework for these. So there's no clarity on this just yet. But at the end of the day, what is clear though is that an image is generated with a prompt, and then it's under community designs, which is what we have in our application as well. Then it, by virtue, it is public domain, and thereby, because it's public domain, it can be used for commercial purposes as well. There's another thing we'll be covering in our step-by-step training workshops as well for you. The other bonus you're going to get is more categories and fine-tuned models. So this is basically, as I mentioned before, we have 300 different categories that we created, like just like comic book style, photorealistic, 2D, 3D, basically pixel style, all the other stuff. We have 300. Based on your feedback, we'll be adding more of them in. That means with one click, you want a specific style, then like a watercolor or whatever it might be, it will create that just with selection from the drop down. We don't want to put 300 different options. It's going to be too much. so it'll be too overwhelming for you. But instead, we're going to put the best ones that most of the community likes, and then we'll show you with the prompts in the advanced training how you can utilize that to generate different variety of designs and stuff like that, because the foundational structure, infrastructure can generate a lot of different variety of different designs. So it just makes your life a lot more easier if you think about it, right? Now, one key thing that I want to mention here as well is one other bonus that I have for you, and actually that's two, that will be activated after your 14-day trial is done, because it costs a lot of resources behind the scenes for making this work. One is our custom face switcher feature. This is basically where you can quickly, in just one click, switch the faces of that person. So like you can take any photo like this, and then you can switch the face over. This will give you more artistic styles to make it work. So for example, we'll keep the original design element here. So you see this, for example, here, she's basically creating of a more cartoony style as well. It doesn't have to be fully realistic. And also, as you can see here, it keeps the element of that original design. This is useful also in order to keep the original design intact. Let's say, for example, you want to create an image of yours that will be utilized for a book cover or whatever it might be. You can keep it just like this. I'm just showing this for basically demonstration purposes, but it gives you an idea, right? So this is good old Benjamin Franklin. You can now see how it will look like in more younger and also cartoony style. You get the point, right? So it'll help you out a lot in terms of if you're carrying book covers or thumbnails, YouTube thumbnails, and those kind of use cases. It works really, really well for those use cases, as you can see here, okay? Super, super powerful, as you can imagine, right? And again, there we go. Look at it. It's so, so, so powerful. Now, the other beautiful part about this is that it also keeps everything intact and everything really consistent across the board as well. So here the lighting is matched, right? There's a lot of lighting on the face, it'll match that. If it is a cartoony style, it'll keep that. So you get the idea, right? So this is a really, really cool bonus that you can utilize to get awesome results right out of the gate with Artistly. And this is going to be available after the 14-day trial. Again, I want to be clear, it's a special bonus. We could have sold this as an extra feature or whatever you're going to be getting, but we just want to have you pay a little bit so that we can pay for the servers and other stuff that goes behind the infrastructure. Again, we're not making much of a profit, if any, actually, for this, because our goal is to keep this a long-term solution that we can make money with other clients in the future. You're our most loyal customers, so we want to give it to you at cost, basically, if you're break even or even at a loss, right? The point though is that we're not spending any money on advertising, so all the development costs that we do will recoup a little bit of that with you folks. That's the goal here, right? And if we can make some profit out of it, that's great. If not, hey, not a big deal. We don't want to squeeze more from our loyal customers like yourself, like, because it's a birthday special week deal that we're doing for you, right? Another really cool bonus that we're going to give you is one of the biggest questions that came in is, okay, look, I created an image. Let's say the image was of a cartoon character, right? I want to consistently keep that character throughout my designs because I want to use it for a comic book or a magazine cover or maybe even a YouTube thumbnail or whatever it might be. Well, we go a step further, and this is another feature. We're still working on it, but I'm going to give it to you as a bonus when we have it ready. It won't be 100% perfect, but we're going to make it as great as it can. And instead of selling this, no other technology gives this to you included. They all charge you for actually what we like to call model training and fine tuning. We're going to give this to you as a special bonus again after the 14-day free trial. I just want to give you all the entire farm here, right, to make sure that you get in, because we're not going to have this free trial for long. In fact, probably even be gone by the time you click on that button. That's how exclusive it is. It's going to be gone. It's gone for good. All right. Now just look on this link, as you can see here, right here. She is a little princess, beautiful princess here. Not a realistic photo, meaning it's a bit of a magazine cover slash, if you will, even, for example, a cartoonist style for maybe a YouTube thumbnail or maybe a comic book or some kind of design like that, right? Now, what's here is if you want to keep her throughout and create different variations of her in different poses maybe, or maybe her holding like some cupcakes or her holding a coffee cup or her doing certain things like that, right? That which you want to do while keeping the original face, because that's the issue with AI photo generation with every application, no matter how big or small it might be. The issue is that keeping the original face intact is the issue here, right? So what you can do here with this tool, again, it's in test mode, is you see this right here. You just click on, you give it a prompt, right? And we're going to integrate it. It's the bare bones system right now, but it's obviously in the Artistly AI. It's going to be integrated into the technology. But you see this right here, right? So she's the same person, but look at that. She's in different poses here and different elements here, and then it preserves the original face throughout the process. This is the other bonus, okay? So in other words, not only are you going to get the categories, not only the advanced training, not only the face switcher technology, but also this technology, which we're calling it Artistly Custom Photo, where it preserves the original photo and creates different images of that, and you're going to get the access to that when it's ready. It's going to be probably about 14 days or so after when we go live, right? So hope that is clear. And so in other words, like you get the trial right now, and then after 14 days after your trial, we'll try to push this out. It might be coming sooner, slightly later, but it's going to be a free bonus for you. You don't have to pay anything extra to get that. Super, super professional, because we actually had so many people request this feature. So you're going to give this to you as a special only for a limited period of time. Right now, if you get it now, you're going to be in on this. It's going to be a special bonus. And this alone is worth about $30 to $50 a month with other technologies just for one here, just one photo that you're going to be doing and keeping the elements intact. So we're still working towards this, and once it's ready, you're going to be added in. This is what I'm saying. We're taking customer feedback in and adding all these cool things for you. Again, putting that into Artistly. This is the roadmap we have, and we're only going to make it better and better with time. If it's this good today, imagine what it's going to be a year from now, 2 years from now, right? That's the goal. That is the main thing that we want to achieve here with Artistly, and to help you get to your goals as quickly as possible and give you the best value possible as well. So what are you waiting for? Get the Artistly by clicking on the button below, or go to artistly.ai/go. Get it for a free trial for 14 days, and then after that, just $69, 2 payments spread out over 15 days from now, 1 payment, another one 30 days later. So 45 days later, you're going to be charged under $69, a total of $138. That's it, and you get lifetime access to it. And I'm not going anywhere, as you know, and I've been in this business for 15 years. So you can use this technology in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years down the line, and be happy that you have such an extraordinary, high quality technology where your only competition is maybe Midjourney, and will be better than Midjourney as well, as we are adding new cool things that even Midjourney doesn't have. And Midjourney, by the way, costs anywhere between $50 to $80 a month right now if you want to put the same level of high definition photos, and if you don't want to deal with like lower quality images and all this other mumbo jumbo stuff. And Artistly is much easier to use than Midjourney as well. So that's what we're going for. That's the big vision that we have. If you want to be part of it, as my birthday special, go to artistly.ai/go, click on the button below, and look forward to seeing you on the inside. This is easily the easiest to use and the most extraordinary technology that you will have, where you have a whole community coming in together, creating 20, 30, 50, 100,000, a million designs, if you will. And you can now bring the community's designs together, so you have creative spark as well. And we have our Facebook group, we have our Skype group, and also we have different ways to assist you. Our customer support is the very best in the industry, right? So basically what you can do with all this stuff is you can learn and improve your skills with how to generate AI designs, not just for your own personal use, but for commercial and for clients' usage as well. So don't delay any further. Get in right now. I'm so excited for you to be part of this. I look forward to seeing you on the inside. Go check this out right now.